Hello, and thanks for joining Prism English.
Have you ever paused, not to check your phone, not to answer another email, but to truly ask yourself, am I living or just existing? We rush through our days, morning coffee, endless meetings, notifications, deadlines. And somewhere between all of that noise, we lose something important. Today, I want to tell you a story that might sound like yours or someone you know. It's not about fame or fortune. It's about the life we forget to live.
Emma lived in a tiny apartment on the edge of the city. Her world was quiet, her life on pause. She had left art school, her job was dull, and every day felt like she was fading a little more. The only color in her room was an old mirror, oval, wooden framed, cracked in one corner. It once belonged to her grandmother. Every morning, Emma sat in front of that mirror, not to fix her hair, not to check her appearance, but because it felt like the only thing that still saw her. One morning, she noticed something strange. As sunlight hit the mirror, a faint sentence shimmered across the glass. You already are everything you're searching for. She blinked. The words vanished. Was it just dust, a trick of light, or something more? She laughed it off. But deep down, that sentence clung to her heart like a forgotten melody.
The next week, it happened again. After a terrible day, she came home and found another line glowing faintly on the mirror. It's okay to start over, even from the middle of the mess. Each time life hit her harder, the mirror seemed to speak. Not loudly, not always clearly, but just enough to keep her standing. She never told anyone. How could she explain it? A talking mirror? But in her darkest moments, those words, they saved her. She remembered how her grandmother used to say, "The mirror only shows what's already inside you." As a child, Emma thought it was just something poetic. Now, those words made her wonder. Was it really Grandma reaching out? Had the mirror somehow held her spirit, her love, her wisdom? Or was it something even more mysterious? Her own soul speaking back?
One rainy night, Emma sat in front of the mirror, crying. Her art had been rejected again. She felt like a failure. No message appeared this time. Nothing. Just her own reflection, tired and lost. But then she looked closer. There were fingerprints on the mirror. Her fingerprints, smudges in the shape of letters. She had written the messages, not recently, but months ago. During a breakdown, when she scribbled notes to herself she had forgotten, she had been the voice
all along. Emma froze. All this time, she thought the mirror spoke to her. But it was her speaking to herself in her most fragile, most honest moments. Her past self had left behind love letters for her future self, hoping she'd hold on. And she did, not because of magic, but because she had something far stronger: resilience. From that day, Emma changed. She began painting again, not for fame, not for school, but to speak to others who felt lost. She opened a small art studio. On the wall, she hung the mirror. Underneath it, she placed a note. If you're looking for hope, look closer. You might find your own handwriting. Visitors began leaving their own messages on the glass. It became a mirror of voices, reminding each person that even in silence, they're never truly alone.
Years later, Emma stood before the mirror once more. Her hair was different, her life fuller, but her eyes still searching, still learning. And on the mirror, one new sentence appeared, this time written by someone else. Your story helped me find my voice. She smiled, because now she knew. She didn't need a magical mirror. She had become one, reflecting courage, pain, and hope back to the world.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Prism English. We'll see you next time, where English isn't just learned, it's lived.